If two rhinos were to go up against a lion and a lioness, it wouldn't be a typical fight you might imagine between predators and prey. Rhinos are massive creatures, built more for defense than speed, and their size alone is a major factor in their favor. Their skin is incredibly thick, almost like a shield, which makes it hard for anything to get through, especially claws and teeth. Their main offensive move would be charging with their horn, which is sharp and strong enough to seriously injure or even kill. Even though they're not the fastest animals, rhinos can surprise with short bursts of speed when they charge, but they aren't very agile. They're not built for quick turns or nimble movements. They rely more on their brute force and their weight to overpower anything that gets too close. The problem for the rhinos is that, while they're almost impossible to take down in a single blow, they can struggle with keeping up if they miss their target or get outmaneuvered. They don't recover quickly from a missed charge, and their large bodies make them easy to wear down over time, especially if the fight drags on. On the other hand, you've got the lion and lioness, who are much smaller in size, but bring a whole different set of skills to the fight. Lions are natural-born predators, and their entire bodies are designed for hunting and fighting. The lioness especially is the one who does most of the hunting in a pride, so she's used to stalking prey, finding weak spots and going in for the kill. She's got speed, agility and sharp instincts, which are a big advantage in this situation. The lion, while less agile, has a more muscular build, giving him extra power in a fight. Together, they would likely work in sync, knowing when to strike and when to back off, making them a very dangerous pair. Their sharp claws and strong jaws are made to tear through flesh, but against a rhino's thick skin, that's not going to be an easy task. They would need to focus on the rhino's more vulnerable areas, like the belly or the legs, which aren't as well protected as the rest of their body. In this situation, the lions would likely try to use their agility and teamwork to their advantage. They would aim to outmaneuver the rhinos, dodging their charges and going for quick, precise attacks to wear them down. But even a coordinated attack is risky when you're dealing with something as big and powerful as a rhino. A single misstep, getting too close to a rhino's horn, or being caught by a sudden charge, could be deadly for either the lion or the lioness. Rhinos may not be as quick or as agile as lions, but the sheer force behind their movements makes up for that. If one of the rhinos manages to land a solid hit, it could be game over for the lions. The lions, in turn, would have to be extremely careful, pacing themselves to avoid exhaustion while still trying to find an opening. It's not just about strength here, it's also about endurance. The lions would try to make the fight last longer, hoping to tire the rhinos out, as they don't have the same level of stamina. While the rhinos are powerful, they're not built for a long, drawn-out battle, and that could give the lions a slight edge if they play their cards right. The lions' best bet would be to keep their distance, strike quickly, and then retreat before the rhinos can react.